Soon a friend dropped by to see me. She said, "You're some cleaning whiz. You look so happy and you dress so snappy. Come and tell me what your secret is." I said, "I'm a fly baby, flapping these pretty wings. I'm a fly baby, sticking to my routine. And it won't be perfect tomorrow, and it won't be perfect next year, but I'm still flying, baby. Get my life in gear. I kick back after working, 'cause things are looking fine. The kids aren't screaming and this house is gleaming, and wow, that sink sure shines. But I still have piles of clutter, 'cause I'm not Superman. But I'm not downhearted, I'm just getting started, and I jump in where I am. 'Cause I'm a fly baby, flapping these pretty wings. I'm a fly baby, sticking to my routines. And it won't be perfect tomorrow, and it won't be perfect next year, but I'm still flying, baby. Get my life in gear. I'm a fly baby, flapping these pretty wings. I'm a fly baby, sticking to my routines. And it won't be perfect tomorrow, and it won't be perfect next year, but I'm still flying, baby. Get my life in gear. Oh, get my life in gear.
Love this song.
You go, girl.
That is so fun. I just think about all the Flybaby chorus that we had on stage every time I hear that song. It makes me happy. And when it's rainy and nasty outside and you can't get out and dig in your plants and you can't do anything except sit in the house, you need happy music. You really do need happy music. So, folks, let's do some fun stuff today. Yesterday, I forgot to talk about the next step in our book. Yesterday was day 10. We didn't talk about day 10. I just got sidetracked and forgot all about it. I need to put this book front and center. So day 10 is about set your timer for 15 minutes and gather up all the trash in your home. We do this on Mondays. But it doesn't take long to gather up all the trash. And if you gather up all the trash, your house is going to look clean. So that's what day 10 is about. Let's see. But it's the power of 15 minutes. That is the lesson in the power of 15 minutes. Okay, day 11. Today is day 11. I like 11s. 11s are my favorite number because I was born January, first month, and the 11th day of January in 1956, and 5 and 6 add up to 11. And my great-grandmother was born on February the 11th, and Justin was born on September the 11th. So we got a lot of 11s in our line. And day 11 is my quote, "You can't organize clutter. You have to get rid of it." You can play with pretty boxes and plastic tubs and do all this stuff, but the minute you lose something and you start searching for it, every one of those tubs are going to throw up all over your house. So get rid of your clutter. Don't try to organize it. Get rid of it so that it can bless someone else with your abundance. Because most of the time we don't need all the stuff that we have. And thinking about getting rid of the clutter, what I've told people many times is you can't declutter other people's things. You can help your children declutter their toys and stuff and donate them. But you can't declutter your husband's stuff. You just can't. Pardon me. The main thing is you got to get it out of the house so you're not having to clean around it. I know most of you know that Robert got us a Roomba. And I was sick for about 3 weeks and the floors didn't get done and he was picking up dust bunnies everywhere. And he said, honey, why don't we get a Roomba? And it shows up. And we tried it. And last night I looked at the app and it's done 36 hours in 20 days. It's done 36 hours of doing our floors. Would I have done 36 hours of doing our floors? No. I would have done 2 minutes. 2 minutes every day, something like that. But the main thing is I've picked things up off the floor that might be in its way when it's doing its little thing. And I realize that that's what our clutter is. Our clutter is standing in our way. So we have to eliminate the clutter that is on the flat surfaces so that we can get things done. So you see, clutter standing in our way. Clutter is in our way. So this morning, I haven't looked at the reviews on my new book, the Chaos Cure book, in a month or so, and there were a couple of bad ones. I don't care. But there was one really good one that came in day before yesterday. And she said exactly what I've been telling you. Fly Lady's right. Your family will jump on the bandwagon. My husband has started decluttering things. And you just got to go read this testimony, this review of this little book that I wrote last year. And it went on sale December the 18th. It's done really well. And it's a great book. Now, there were some reviews that said it's nothing new. I can't believe she told about her husband getting rid of his underwear when they travel. Well, pooey. I don't care. It's a fun thing to do. And I'm looking at other emails this morning, and somebody sent me a picture of somebody doing a podcast who hid their microphone underneath their clothes. Y'all, it's just me. I don't even have on makeup today because it's just me. I'm not going to get all bent out of shape trying to make everything perfect for you. So if you think I need to hide my microphone cord, then I got a black cord, I have a black shirt on, and probably you can't hardly see it. So folks, it is what it is. I love that saying. It is what it is. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to try to get perfect. Now, if I have on something pretty, I might want to hide it. But it feels like I'm at some TV station. It doesn't give me that connection that I have with you. I don't know if I'm going to write another book yet. I don't have a clue about that. When the Holy Spirit tells me it's time to write, then yeah, I'll write it. But until then, I'm going to talk to you just about every day. And perfectionism is just what is holding us back. Perfectionism is it's the clutter in our lives that caused all the clutter in our houses. I also read another testimonial this morning where she tried our reverse scavenger hunt. Now, this is a fun thing to do. And maybe you could try it today. It's a rainy day. You can't go out unless you're going to go jump in mud puddles. I'm not going to go jump in mud puddles because I don't want to clean my shoes. what a reverse scavenger hunt is you you start in the kitchen and you look in the kitchen for something that's out of place. Where does it belong? So for example, your hairbrush is in the kitchen. Why it's in the kitchen, we don't know. But take that hairbrush and take it to the bathroom where it belongs. It has a place. It's in your bathroom. So look in your bathroom for something that doesn't belong there. Maybe your dirty clothes need to go to the washing machine. There could be other things, a glass that needs to go back to the kitchen. And you go from one room to the next room and you set your timer for 15 minutes and you do this for 15 minutes, and believe it or not, things are going to get put away and it's going to be a fun game. It's going to be a fun game. Now, Patty and Liz on here, they play a game every time y'all are on here. They respond to you personally and they ask you to share this video. And they try to get 30 shares. Imagine that, trying to get 30 shares. Well, folks, I know you can do it. So, everybody, at one time, let's share this video and get other people watching. Because if you're getting your house in order and you're seeing changes in your life, I guarantee you other people will be too. They will be too. So let's get everybody on board. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. And we'll do reverse scavenger hunts. We'll do 27 fling boogies. We'll do 5-minute room rescues. All of these things get rid of the clutter in our home. Trying to. Yeah, I am a perfectionist the way that I don't want my neck crooked, you know? I went shopping in my closet again. Found another shirt. A 27 fling boogie is fun. You run through the house and gather up 27 items to throw away. And then you gather up 27 items to give away. And these two things, these two things get rid of a lot of clutter. 54 items in one day out of your house, gone. If you have your shoes on, you can take the trash to the trash can. You can take the box of giveaways to the car. And the next time you're out, you can donate them. Now, somebody said they tried my biscuit recipe. Well, we went to eat last night at Red Lobster. Robert just had a hankering for Red Lobster. And he doesn't like lobster, but sometimes you just need some seafood, and it's Friday night. So we drove over to Red Lobster, and they had these Cheddar Bay biscuits. And really, all it is grated cheddar cheese in the biscuit dough recipe. And they are not cut out. I think they're just dropped biscuits, where you take a big spoon and plop them on a hot griddle and stick them in the oven. And I think I'm going to try that with my biscuit recipe. Don't be afraid to mess with a quarter's worth of flour and buttermilk, because you can have some fun with it. Now, you can, there's copycat recipes for the cheese biscuits, the Cheddar Bay biscuits, or whatever they're called, online. But just grate up some cheese and put it in your biscuit dough. But don't stir the biscuit dough too much. Don't stir it too much. It makes tough biscuits. Pardon me. So I have a little story to tell you. We were doing an audit. On our shipping, because when you ship things like our mop handle, it gets dimensional weighted, which is a weird thing, that the box is not heavy enough for what it should be. So it's taking up too much space in the truck. And FedEx we would charge you a certain rate because that was how much your package weighed. And we never boosted the weight. We never, how do I say this? We never raised the rates to cover any packages any problems like that, where we would be charged, you would not be charged, but we would be charged for an item that was 8 pounds. We get charged 18 pounds because of this process. And this is all God working here, y'all. This is all God. We were looking at the problems, and Michael was working on a little computer program to fix that. And out of the blue, our UPS representative, calls Justin at 8 o'clock in the morning and wants to get our business. And they come at us with some really great rates that can be locked in for 10 years. And Justin said, okay, come on out. He didn't go looking for them. But it was in the middle of this process, and I was praying. I was really praying, hoping that we could get something done, because it was costing us a lot of money each month. And we couldn't figure out what was going on. And so, yesterday, about noon, we changed from FedEx to UPS. United Parcel Service is now our vendor for shipping your packages. We reduced our handling fee from $3 to $2. And it was amazing that God worked that fast. Because we've always tried to just pass on what it cost us. But FedEx was really overcharging on a lot of things that shouldn't have been a problem. And they don't like weird sized boxes. It was just something all the time. But it wasn't getting passed on to you. We were having to pay it. And we couldn't figure out until we started working on it. And then God sends us somebody to take care of it. I love it. I love it. So everybody, we got a lot of things to do. We've got some Office in a Bags are still on sale. Next week, we are going to be in our bathrooms, detail cleaning our bathrooms. So when you're in the tub, you can wipe down the edges of your tub and wipe down your shower. So we're just really happy. You know, our main, we're dealing with our main bathroom. So when your main bathroom is clean, you don't mind letting somebody else go in there and use it. Well, folks, let's have a good day. It's been on here 20 minutes. It's taken much longer for me to download my daily video and get it on YouTube, and I can't figure that out. So if any of you know how to do it, please send me a message with daily video in the subject line so I can figure out how to fix it. It upsets me. It really does upset me. So thank you. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, and I've got an essay coming out. I've sent it out before, but we can mother ourselves. We don't have to wait. You know, we don't have to be sad. We can be sad, but we don't have to dwell on the fact that many of us have lost our mothers. But we can recognize the mother in us and do something kind. I mean, last night we're sitting at the dinner table and there was this precious baby next to us, and this baby was just laughing and happy. And I'm pretty sure this may have been their Mother's Day dinner. Her husband took her out for dinner, but we can mother ourselves. This week we've had a terrible thing happen. And we just have to pray for this young mother. She threw her 7-week-old baby when she could have dropped it off at the fire station. She threw it down in a ravine. And kind of like Moses getting put off in the water. She threw it in her car seat. Thank God for car seats. The baby was in her car seat. And it protected her down a 30-foot ravine. And this lady heard this baby crying. And her husband, they were walking. And they have a long driveway. We live in the mountains, y'all. Mountains. And they heard this baby screaming. And the guy went down the hill and got the baby and called 911. He was in tears when he called 911. So pray for this mother and pray for this little baby. Her name is Shayla, I think. Shayla. Shayla. And what would cause a mother to do this? I don't know. I don't have a clue. But if you've just had a baby and she had to go by a fire department to do the act. So pray for this mother, pray for this baby, pray for all the people that she only had some bruises and some scratches on her and dirt in her eyes. Pray for them. Pray for them. It's just horrible. And if you've just had a baby and you're suffering with depression or some sort of psychosis or just simple little baby blues, then, talk to your doctor. Call your doctor. Say something's wrong. Take the baby to your mother's house and say, don't throw your baby down in a ravine. Don't do that. Okay, folks. I need to breathe. The sweet baby was saved. Yep. Any of us would have gone down in that ravine, heard a baby cry. Here in the mountains, you hear something that sounds like a woman screaming or crying. It could be a mountain lion. But this was a baby crying. And I don't think she'd been down there long, maybe a couple of hours. But I just can't imagine it when she had to go right by a fire department where she could have dropped the baby off. That's a law in our state. Don't do that. Postpartum depression is a real thing. Postpartum psychosis affects 1 in 1,000 women who give birth. 1 in 1,000. Postpartum depression is 1 in 200. I've studied this stuff. So say prayers for the mother who's in jail now. And a friend of mine is going to be defending her because that's what he does. She needs a lawyer. She needs a good lawyer, and he's a good lawyer. So just pray for them. That's all we can do. I love you all. Let's get rid of a little clutter today. If you can't go out and play, then get out a board game and let's play some games with the kids. But in between time, let's get rid of some clutter. Let's get rid of some clutter. Should I play another song? Give me some thumbs up if you think I should. Let me go back. Let's see. Let's get the kids involved. Let's do the toy box tango. Okay, babies. Let's get you involved. Let's do the toy box tango. I have got my little rose. Here we go. Uh-oh. My machine went off. Gotta start it back again. Gotta do that. That's turning the volume down. Let me go back. There we have it. That's an accordion.
You've been so busy playing
Pick up our toys.
day long. But look around, do you see something wrong? May I suggest a way to clean up this mess? First strike a pose like fancy dancers do. Soon you'll be gliding all around the room and twirl down and scoop your toys off the ground. Your empty toy box looks so sad and alone. So fill it up with toys that still need a home. Let's see how quickly and how fabulously this cleaner can go. Doing the toy box tango. Step to the left and grab the toys you can. Then toss them in the toy box. Start again, let's make this fun. Before you know it, you're done. Your empty toy box looks so sad and alone. So fill it up with toys that still need a home. Let's see how quickly and how fabulously this cleanup can go. Doing the toy box tango.
That's a guitar.
Your empty toy box looks so sad and alone. You filled it up with toys that needed a home. We saw how quickly and how fabulously this cleanup can go. Doing the toy box tango. The toy box tango.
I love that